Hello guys, I hope you're well. Welcome to this special video. It's special because today I'm going to be talking very honest about my experience, how I moved abroad all by myself. And this is for everyone who's thinking to move abroad. And what I wish someone would have told me earlier. A little bit about myself. I moved abroad all by myself when I was 19. And I moved from Germany to Dubai. So I was basically born in Germany. I always knew that I don't want to live there. And while I was traveling around and I was in Dubai, my gut instinct told me somehow that this is a place where I want to live after I graduate. Like, I saw myself that it's just a place that I want to be living in. So I knew that it doesn't matter what comes along the ways, I'm gonna go there. And yeah, so after I graduated, I basically went there all by myself. And now I'm gonna talk about what I wish someone would have told me earlier. Starting with the first point. The first point is it's going to be harder than you think. All right, I don't want you to look into the social media post on Instagram or it doesn't matter where and think that it's going to be very easy and it's going to be like all right. No, it's going to be hard. It's going to be harder than you think, and it's good that you know that it's going to be hard and that you prepare yourself mentally so you don't feel like it was the wrong thing that you did. You know what I mean? The second thing is that save as much possible as you can. So I can just speak about my experience moving from Germany to Dubai, but I guess any place that you choose, the more savings you have, the easier it's going to be for you. All right, there are going to be a lot of hidden costs that you cannot calculate, that you cannot plan, that will just come your way, and you need to be prepared, because if you're not prepared, you can go from where you came from. So you need to be very, very, very careful on how you spend your money. And what I did before I moved abroad, I basically tried to make as much possible as I can. I literally, before school, I was like going out with some dogs, trying to make money. I did personal training. I did photography. I was also in a security kind of place where I also worked and make money. Like, all I was thinking about is to save as much as I can, because I also didn't want to ask my parents. And I think it's not a thing that you should be doing, because in the end you decided to do it, so you need to be responsible for everything, for the decision that you're making. And also, when you make your own money, you be much more careful on how you spend it, because you know in the beginning that it is hard to earn. So I would recommend you, if you have the decision to move abroad, then first of all, as I told you, be prepared that it's going to be hard. And second of all is make your own money and save as much as possible. Don't go there with a little bit of a saving and think that you it will be enough. I would recommend, especially as a girl, don't go less with 10,000 euros, all right? If I would have had more, would have been even better. But especially as a girl, you need that amount. I think just that if you go with less, it's just going to be harder, and I don't want you to go, you know, back, because if you do this step, first of all, you want to prove yourself that you are going to make it, and I just don't want you to have it difficult when you go there. So literally try to make as much possible beforehand, so it's going to be easier for you. Let's see the third point that I wrote down, because I did this little list. I just wanted to all the points to be to that are blah, 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 blah. I just want that all the points are here so I don't forget a thing. Third thing, very important, is protect your energy and focus. So I'm just going to start with my own experience. Once I went there all alone, I didn't know anyone there, like literally no family, no friends, nothing. There are going to come a lot of people on your way. You don't know if they're good or bad, but keep in mind that not everyone wants the best for you, and that you should not be trusting anyone, and that you need to be very careful with who you're going to spend your time with, especially in the beginning. I met a lot of weird people. I'm going to be very straight and honest with you. Also, doesn't matter if man or woman. They were just in their bubble and they're trying to get me there, but that is why it's so important that you need to be focused, you like you need to see it that way. Once you go there, you need to build a base, a foundation first. And once you have this foundation, you can start to, I don't know, do more fun things or whatever. But if you don't have that foundation, then you cannot just be going out and, I don't know, go out, party, whatever, I don't know what. What my point is here is that, especially in Dubai, there are going to be a lot of invitation. Go out here, there's going to be a party here, there's an event there, you know, and I literally said no to a lot of things. And in the beginning, I'm not lying to you, I was like months, like more than 5 months, just at home with my computer and working. And I'm very also proud of myself that I didn't let anyone distract me from that, because if I would have said yes, I wouldn't be where I am today. I was really focused, and focused to that point where literally my mom would call me and she said, like, go out a little bit, go for a walk. You cannot just be the whole day in your room and work. But I felt like I have so much responsibility, and I really wanted to make this foundation and the base. So I was very focused, and I lost also a lot of friends, and I literally was very lonely, but it's going to be like this in the beginning. Next point is the loneliness is real. As I said now, I was very lonely. And of course, it depends on what job you will have. I mean, if you work somewhere where you have a lot of interaction with people, I mean, I feel you won't feel so lonely as I did, because my job is just online. I literally just need a computer and Wi-Fi and I can work. But speaking from my own experience, it was very lonely the first year. I didn't know anyone. I didn't trust anyone. I didn't want to hang around people that have not the right mindset, that were weird. I always listen to my gut instinct, like every new person that I meet and I feel like they're weird, I'm very strict. Like, you can ask anyone. I'm very cold and I literally just block people, because I'm like, no, I don't want that. Like, I'm very, very protective with my energy. Um, and yeah, the thing is, you're going to be very lonely, and it is all right. And I think this this is going to be making you actually very strong, and you and it's good. I think everyone needs to experience that, but it's definitely not something for the long term run, because we as human beings, we are made that we are around people. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's your family, if you have some friends, anything. Like, social interaction is important. You cannot just be the whole time alone. But there's going to be a period where you're literally just going to be by yourself, and it's all right. But in this period, just remind yourself that it's not going to last forever. And yeah, that's literally what I can recommend. It's not going to last forever. And you eventually will find people that become your friends, or maybe family members that are going to visit you, or maybe friends or whatever. You're not going to be alone forever. And yeah, just keep going and always think about why you even started. And as I told you, if you remind, when you always have the first point in your mind that it's going to be hard, then you're already kind of mentally prepared. Fifth thing is, have a plan before you go. I want you to study the place where you move, where you're thinking to move, from A to Z. Like, I want you to study it so good. Every app, every, like, I don't know, everything. We have ChatGPT, we have Claude. They can do the research for you, but as more prepared you are, the better it's going to be for you. So what I did is, basically, before I moved abroad, I saved a lot of money on the side, and I planned a lot of things. So I downloaded all the apps. I searched up all the areas. I knew exactly what areas there are. I searched up for where I want to go and do my hair, how much it will cost, like literally everything, almost everything. And then I got an hotel there, and I give myself 1 week to find the apartment. I had, like, on Property Finder, a lot of like favorite marked properties, and every day I was like having a look on how the properties are looking, and eventually I choose the one which was in Meydan, Azizi, where literally there was just construction and absolutely no one. And it was very, very weird in the beginning, but after like 3-4 months, they really started to build this area fast, and people came in, and now I guess there's a lot of people living there, and it's actually a good place to start if you're thinking to move to Dubai, because the rent there is not so high. And I mean, I was the first person in the studio. It was a very little one, but it was all hygiene, which was the most important factor for me, because some properties where I went, there were literally like mouses running. And I mean, you will also have the opportunity to live with other people and share places, but it's not for me. So I chose the small place. It was small but cozy enough for me, and hygiene, which was the most important thing. You can choose a place which is furnished or unfurnished. I chose unfurnished and bought a bed and other things. I would recommend you to, it really depends. Like, you can choose furnished. You just got to make sure that it looks all good, because if you choose unfurnished, it's going to be less, like the price, it's going to be cheaper, But then you need to buy a lot of things, and after that you need to sell them, or I don't know what you're gonna do. It's just a little bit of a headache. But yeah, that was my first little apartment where I was, and I spent a lot of time there alone, all by myself. And yeah, and then I moved to another place. Anyways, let's move to the other point, which is know your values and your standards. That's a very important thing. You need to be able to say no and know your limits and your value and your standards, especially as a girl, because a lot of people will approach you and will, I don't know, there will be just a lot of things coming your way, and not sure how it will be in other places, but especially in Dubai, there's just, I feel like it's a place where everything is about business and to grow, and a lot of people go there to get better. And you need to remind, not no, how should I say it in the best way? I want you just to be yourself, you know? I mean, there will be people and you will feel weird and you'll be like, oh my God, like I'm tired, I want to go back. Like everyone is so weird and I feel so lonely, but just always be yourself. Like, I mean, there are gonna be people that want bad things for you and there are gonna be bad things to you happening. It's just how the world is, but you're just gonna like stay pure, like have this good heart and don't let other people make you, I don't know, like someone who you are not, you know, and have your values and your standards. Yeah, and if you, like, I just want to say, like, if you go there, you kind of really need to know and have this goal in front of you, you know, not be like, oh my God, like I don't want to talk to anyone, I just want to go, my God, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I was never that person. I just wanted to, you know, to be focused and to do it all in a good way. What I mean by that, it's very hard to explain. I don't want you to get it in a different way, but it's just like, also when people, you know, when they see a girl there lonely and they see she's trying to do something, they're trying to tell you that they can help you to achieve it better or more easy or whatever. But the easy path is not always the best one. That's what I want to say. Like, me, myself, I always choose the hard part because it felt more like the right way. It felt better for me. And I didn't care that it was the harder part. But I'm not gonna do something where I'm not myself and where I'm gonna cross the values that I have, you know, just because it can be easy. So yeah, I have a lot of respect for myself because I know that I did all by myself and that I always was the person that I am. It doesn't matter in front of who and what, you know. And I just did it all in a normal and good way, which is why it took me so long. um, yeah, but it's normal. Like you learn things, and it's normal because we're young and we're learning, and yeah. Next one is, I mean, it's actually the last point, that it will change you forever, and that I would recommend everyone, doesn't matter girl or boy, to just leave your comfort zone as soon as possible, because you will literally change and you will grow up fast and you will understand a lot of things better, and it's only better for you and it will only make you stronger. And yeah, I'm just gonna encourage everyone who's thinking about doing it. It's going to be a big step, but it's gonna be worth it. And along the way, I mean, always keep reminding yourself that for what for keep reminding yourself why you're doing it and that you have a goal. And yeah, I mean, even something yeah, funny, even when you go there and you achieved everything and you be like, is this it, like, or it is not the way that I thought it's going to be, it's basically going to teach you again something, you know. One experience that I also wanted to share is in the beginning, because I think a lot of people will ask, like, did you had a job, you know, when you went there, or how did you do that? It is an interesting story. So basically, I always loved, I was always in the marketing field and I love content creation and everything. And I was also curious because I always see, you know, this series on Netflix with real estate, and I was like, oh damn, like I want to do that too. You know, it's a very interesting field to be in real estate and to work there. So it was like, if I go there, because in Dubai a lot of people are searching always for real estate agents or whatever, I was like, why should I not do the marketing for a real estate company? And I found a German speaking real estate company, which I was like, oh, it's perfect because I'm going to speak in German, which I feel more comfortable with. Back in the days, even more, I didn't, I was not speaking English at all, but it changed during the years. And yeah, then basically, I gave my CV there. They said, okay, it's a match. It's cool. We want you. We want you to do the marketing for our company. And I was like, okay, that's so cool. And I literally, I was like working 6 months there, and it was very interesting to see everything. You know, it was like a crazy new world for me. But somehow along the way, I was like, that is not it. Like, this is not it. I don't know if it was because of the company that I was working with and the conditions, or it was because it was the real estate field, but I was not happy. And I quit it after 6 months, and I said, I want to do something that actually makes me happy. And the real estate thing was just not like, the real estate was just not my thing, because I felt like it was a very elbow business where, oh my god, it was just so much stress, and I'm not the person that wants to deal with that. I'm just someone that, you know, I'm creative. I just want to do my, you know, go with a camera, do the photos, give ideas, work on my laptop, don't be in an office. And with that job that I had, it was not like this. So I said, I'm going to quit it. And they were very surprised, because they'd be like, what are you going to do now? And I was also very afraid and surprised by myself that I just said that, you know. And the thing is just that, you know, if you live by your own, there are going to be costs every month that you need to pay. And I knew that when I'm quitting there, and I literally didn't have any other income then. But the surprise was that I actually found out when I quit about how much people actually wanted to work with me. And I was like, you know, it was a roller coaster, because I was not sure if I want to stay there. I knew that it's going to be very tricky. But in the end, I listened to my gut instinct, and you should always listen to that. I put myself again in a risky situation, but then I understood that there's a lot of people that want to work with me and that this is going to make me more happier than I was in the as in the company and what I did. And surprisingly, that what I thought is going to make me happy, it didn't make me happy, but I needed to go through that to understand that. So then the journey started with what I do actually also now. And I'm very happy with the job that I have at the moment and what I do now because it is what I always wanted. And yeah, I want to encourage everyone to do what they love to do. And yeah, I mean, we all change. Maybe after some weeks, I'm gonna be like, no, it's not anymore the thing that I want to do. It's gonna be something else, but it's normal. Like, you need to go through it, you need to experience it, and not to be afraid to start something new. And maybe I'm not gonna live in Dubai. Maybe after some years or something, I'm gonna choose another place. And I'm gonna go through it maybe again, but I'm sure that I don't want to go through it again all lonely and alone because it was very hard. And once you do it, sure you can do it again, but I would rather choose it to do it with a friend or maybe with a partner or anything because it's just going to be easier. Yeah, well, I wish you a beautiful day wherever you are. And I hope this video helped you. And yeah, I want you to ask me questions in the down below if you have any, if I can help anyone. And yeah, I wish you all the success in life. Bye.